Greetings and welcome, as today we are in conversation with Reverend Chikanya as we are awaiting his priestly ordination on the 31st of July 2026 in Johannesburg. If you've ever wondered how it feels, the 11 years, theology, philosophy, and the whole journey to being called a Jesuit priest, join us and stay tuned. Reverend Chikanya, welcome and thank you for joining us.
Thank you very much.
How do you feel now that the ordination day is fast approaching, the 31st of July 2026?
Nothing much. I'm not anxious. I'm just waiting.
Patiently waiting.
Yeah, for us, we have been waiting patiently for a long time. So the more we get closer, it's not the end for us.
It's the start.
Yeah, it's the beginning. So yeah, I'm there.
It's good to hear that you're calm, you're composed. You speak of the long time. How long is long? We've had the 11 years, the philosophy, the theology. Tell us about your journey. How did you feel the length of the time?
To be honest, you don't really feel anything, actually. If you go back to when it started and where we are today, it feels like yesterday.
Wow.
Because the formation itself is quite dynamic. And every other time you move from one stage of formation to another, there are always new experiences, meeting new people, new cultures, new spiritualities. So every day is a new day. So 10 years seems like yesterday, 11 years seems like yesterday.
Wow.
Yeah.
You say it as it was yesterday, surely.
Yeah.
Now that you mentioned that it's dynamic, there are new experiences, there are new spiritualities. How was your spirituality in the novice when you're at your novitiate?
So when you begin the novitiate in the Society of Jesus, that's when you are actually introduced to what being a Jesuit is all about. The manner of praying, that is the Ignatian spirituality. So coming from different backgrounds, for somebody like me, because I was coming from a Jesuit parish, I had already been exposed to some of the Jesuit practices in prayer. But from somebody who is new here, it can be very difficult to adjust to a new spirituality, that is Ignatian spirituality. But the more you get exposed to it in the novitiate, the more you start seeing that I've actually been an Ignatian all along.
Absolutely.
Yes, yeah, but there will be perfection there, actually. Yeah.
You speak of perfection. Of course, we know perfection requires a lot of work. Apart from the Almighty God, tell us, Reverend Chikanya, who has been your role model? Whose footsteps have you been following that made you cope throughout this whole journey?
It's difficult to point out to a role model in the Jesuit vocations because every Jesuit is unique.
Okay.
The ones you see today and the ones you see tomorrow
Are different.
are different people. So it's very difficult to pinpoint to say this one is my role model. For me, I would look at my encounters with the Jesuits and the Jesuit companions as my role models, was each and every person gave me a unique encounter within the Ignatian family. So everybody became my role model. I meet one person today who is a lay person but Ignatian. The way they manifest their spirituality sort of also bring me closer to really appreciating their spirituality. You meet one Jesuit today from DR Congo, you meet another one from Malawi or someone from Asia. There's always something unique. So that uniqueness that you realize after encountering them, for me it has been my model of progressing in formation. Yeah.
Wow, that's very unique.
Yes.
So probably you exert the same type of experiences to your peers, your friends, your family. Probably you can tell us before they got to appreciate you as a person, how did your friends react when you went to the novitiate, when you decided to answer the call to priesthood and specifically to being in the Society of Jesus?
So I went to the novitiate quite late in my life. So the friends that were a little bit close to me were all scattered in different parts of the world and the country. And by the time I made the decisions that I'm going, those who had become my friends were actually the Jesuits that I was close to. But the people who had been my friends, like growing up, we were so scattered that you couldn't be close to anybody and telling them this is what I'm doing. My family, they are not new to the Catholic Church because a lot of them went to Catholic schools, Catholic missions, Berejena, GB. Some got trained at Bondofi Teachers College. So it's a Catholic family back then. So the decision to join was not necessarily surprising to them, but it was something that they really held in high esteem. But the point was, you are still our child. Go. Absolutely. If it works out, we are happy. If it doesn't, this is home. So they were very much open and very much supportive. But also that I was mature. I was like 26 years old. So they really believed that I'm making a decision, that
informed decision.
Informed decision. Yes.
Interesting. You've been in the family of the Catholic Church, and then you joined the Jesuit brothers, which is a unique experience on its own. Now, all those experiences coupled in one, what are your aspirations? What are you doing now? And what do you have as your mission? What do you aspire to do that is after your priestly ordination?
So I was missioned to be the province delegate for youth ministry.
Wow.
That is, our province is made up of approximately 8 countries, that is South Africa, Namibia, Eswatini, Lesotho, Botswana, Zambia, Malawi, Mozambique, Zimbabwe, of course. Basically I'll be doing youth ministry. I'm based at Prestige House here in Harare. That's what I'll be doing. Do I have any aspirations? I don't work with aspirations. I work with revelations.
All right.
What is going to be revealed in the ministry is what we are going to be doing. Because my job is not necessarily to think about what I want to do. It's about accompanying the young people in what they are doing.
Journeying with them.
Yes, journeying with them. But more importantly, representing the society of Jesus to the young people in accompanying them in the manner in which we are supposed to accompany them. So my job is to accompany the young people in an ignition way.
Interesting.
Yes.
Now, Reverend Chikanya, you're coming in at a time where probably the youth are in despair and they're looking towards some hope. There is the prominent issue of drug and substance abuse.
Yes.
There is also concerns within the Catholic Church that our spirituality as the youth is dwindling. How do you view it, and how do you hope to accompany the youth in probably bettering their life and restoration to reveal that they have to get back to the peak spirituality and be able to cope in an ignition way?
I wouldn't look at it in a way that is a little bit negative. Where we are in terms of youth ministry as the church, the way I'll look at it as a phase where possibly people need to sit down and allow themselves to really appreciate the manner in which God has been accompanying these young people. We are living in very difficult situations. And some of the existential questions about life that we're asking ourselves during our generation vis-a-vis the social, political, and economic situation obtaining both in our countries and in Africa, they are really different. But if you look at the youth of today, they have the advantage of being exposed to the realities not only of their country, but a bigger picture of Africa and the global village. And they've seen the possibilities of them fitting into a global village. So the question is, I'm not necessarily saying where they are now, I have to look at it a negative. I look at it as a crossroads. But my arrival, I look at it as a kairos moment. We have to find a way of moving from where we are and moving to another step, but cognizant of the fact that the dynamics of social realities and political and economic realities, they are changing. So the pressure on a young person today is quite different from the pressure that a young person 10 years ago was, or 15 years ago was. I grew up with aspirations of just knowing the boundaries of Zimbabwe, perhaps a little bit of Africa, but now you have the global village at hand. So what you see also affects your aspirations, but where you are now, Are you exposed to facilities and opportunities for you to be part of that global village? So I think when people look at young people, they shouldn't just reduce the way they look at them at where they are failing in terms of spirituality. I think they need to look at them, where are they now? How is God accompanying them in these difficult situations? Probably the issues of drug and substance abuse that we are talking about is not really an issue that we should use to kind of demonize the generation. It's actually lenses through which we can see the injuries that our societies have put on these young people. Yeah, that's how I look at it. So the idea is, how do we accompany them in this era? Yeah.
Well, thank you very much for your time. I'm pretty much sure the youth and our viewers are very hopeful towards the youth ministry, the energy, and of course the lenses in which we can see how to better our society. Probably for our viewers, you may have a word or two, a word of thanks, a word of advice, a word of encouragement you would want to say as we look forward to your ordination, priestly ordination on the 31st of July.
Yeah, just to be grateful to the Catholic Church. One thing I've loved about the Catholic Church is they know what priesthood is.
Absolutely.
Priesthood was not a person. Chikanya can come today and go, but the ministry of priesthood remains. So my gratitude is to the whole Catholic family, that let's continue upholding the sacredness of the gift of priesthood to the church. Individuals can come, characters can come, some even in the eyes of many are not suitable, but the Catholic family values what that particular individual has been. You have been set apart, you have not been set above. So there's a difference between being set apart. So in the Catholic Church, priesthood, it's simply individuals who have been set apart to be part of the ministry of the church. They are not set above. So that's what I love about priesthood in the Catholic Church, that you really feel that I'm just set apart, but I'm not above everybody. Because the church is the family of God. You get what I mean? So, and in a family, the most important thing is respect and love. And what brings us together is that understanding that priesthood is a gift to the church, and it has its own sacredness, and it doesn't depend on who comes in or who comes out. But let's continue as a family accompanying those who would have said yes to being set apart, because in accompanying them, we are actually building the affinity to many young people to join this kind of ministry, especially now that it really doesn't really make sense to many young men to choose to be set apart for ministry like this in the Catholic Church. But the love that the Catholic family have for this gift of priesthood, I believe will continue upholding this ministry in high esteem in the church. Yeah.
Insightful. Thank you once again, Reverend Chikanya, and congratulations for being appointed the delegate, and looking forward to the vast amount of expertise you're going to bring and how you answer the call. Until then, join us on the 31st of July 2026 for Reverend Chikanya's priestly ordination in Johannesburg.